Hello, fellow hobbyists and shipbreakers alike. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out a new update for the game called Business is Booming. So with this update, we get a new ship, which is very nice. Very worried about, it's just seeing like another mackerel or maybe another gecko even. So a new ship type, definitely very much welcomed. Very excited to get into all of that. We got a new tool. I don't know how I feel about adding a new tool since the cutter and the grapple tool work just fine, but we'll get into all that later. Tool durability system has been updated with some new visual enhancements so we can actually tell when our tools get damaged, which is good because the way it was before, if you guys remember, some of you may not, you couldn't really tell. So, hopefully now we'll be able to, tell when we need to repair them. Tool selection, anytime someone changes something, people aren't going to like it. That's me included. I don't like things changing, but we'll see. Got some new stickers and some other stuff, so let's get all into it and check it out. Alright, so let's take a real quick look at our equipment here. Just to see if what all has changed, if anything's changed with like the cutter or the grapple or any of that. And we'll get to the demo charges in just a second. So here we are taking a look at the demo charges. And we've got the same similar upgrades what we had on some of the other stuff. Not a whole lot different here. So taking a look at the cutter now, it seems that they've removed the cutter upgrade. So I guess that means now that we won't be able to cut stuff that we used to be able to cut. Not entirely sure how they plan on working on that one. But let's get to it.
Alright, Cutter. This here is a Javelin. Would you take a look at that? I got to take apart a few of these back in the day before the regs changed. Anyway, the trick is you want to take them apart
these controls are
from the
wacky.
outside. You don't want to be mopping yourself into a corner once you're in there.
So they definitely changed the way the controls work. This whole wheel thing, it's part of the update. The work order, just typical grade 4 whatever. I wonder if they fixed the inventory issues. So here, this is the new wheel thing. Let's give it time to see how well that one pans out. I really don't like how you have to use the lift stick in order to switch. I really would just rather use the D-pad like we used to do it. This Javelin though, it looks like a nice ship. Very interesting design. This ring that's on the front of it is a very odd place to put a bunch of thrusters. Wow, so this is a demo charge, huh? So, I guess we could just put it right here, right? It's really a shame there isn't a way to separately rotate it. So you have to rotate it yourself, and that's just kind of frustrating, at least with say the strip saw, or you can switch whether it's horizontal or vertical.
Now just make sure to clear the area before detonating that bad boy.
But what if I don't want to clear it? Maybe I want to be right next to it. Nah, we'll do that later. Very interesting how it's got this little grid coming out from it to show you how far it's going to go
Okay,
out.
now, you sure your charge is in the right spot? Measure twice,
Oh,
cut
that was
once, cutter.
relatively smooth.
Ready? Now give that trigger a squeeze.
Oh, I already did, buddy.
And lift off. See, cutter? That's how it's done.
I mean, it doesn't take very much to figure it out. But thanks. I really wonder what the whole demo charge really is going to add to the game. Like, I mean, why are we giving a new tool when the old tool works just fine? You know? I mean, I guess you could do like more precise cuts along the hole. But I mean, if I want to make a weird square thing to fit a chair through, I mean, I'm going to do that. Oh, look at this. You can actually tell that the durability is low, or actually 0 in this case. So I wonder if we go back and like repair it. Interested to see how it changes from 0 to new. Alright, so I just repaired all my tools, and as we can tell, the grapple tool looks a whole lot better than what it did with the cutter. It looks about like what it did, you know, before. Very interesting. So it's weird because I can cut that, but yet I can't cut the hull. And what sense does that make? I think it's very interesting that the ship itself actually is like, you know, like in 2 pieces. I find that a very odd design. So I've been doing some work to it, and noticed that this little front piece came off, which kind of tells me that maybe we do actually need to kind of get at this from the outside instead of the inside, like we, you know, how we would normally do. So I take it this is where I would put like these new fancy chargers, because my cutter is not going to work. And just switch real quick. So yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Alright, so cut level 2. Okay, so let's just get these to charge out and try it out. It should be good right there. Let's go ahead and get the rest of these on. Alright, so I think I got them all taken care of. Yeah, it looks like it. So let's give her a whirl. See if it can handle multiple charges going off.
Salvage destroyed. Please avoid damaging valuables.
It seemed to handle pretty good though. I'm telling you, this whole new tool system thing is really just annoying. Like, I get how they wanted to change it and try to make things better, but I mean, honestly, there's nothing wrong with it to begin with, so why even mess with it,
carbon dioxide can cause damage to Link's equipment.
Oxygen's overrated anyway. Alright, so I've been busy dismantling whatnot. Man, it's a very interesting design with this whole ring.
Deposit accepted.
You know, where you have to cut. I did notice though that like certain areas, like you can't cut, even though it looks like you could cut it. So I really wish there's like a whole like uniform like symbol, if you will, that shows whether I can and can't cut.
Deposit not accepted.
So why don't we go ahead and get our little newfangled depth charge out? Which, I mean, if going back to that, I mean, does it really add to what we're doing? Like, does it really add to like the gameplay? Does it add another gameplay loop, or is it just making the existing one much more tedious? I don't know. Who's to say? Make sure you guys let me know what you guys think about all of this, because I mean, yeah, I can see both sides of the fence. It's like, oh, I mean, the cutter was a little bit much, you know, when it was fully upgraded and accidentally like cutting through holes and whatnot. But I mean, is it really that big of a deal? I mean, maybe like having the cut level switched instead of just entirely removing it. I don't know.
Dig deep and let's finish strong.
So there's a whole new part of the ship that I haven't even looked at yet. So let's go ahead and take a quick glance before we end off the episode. Pretty standard airlock here, not really too much to see.
Airlock pressure levels increasing.
So I guess it seems like we've got like a little bit of an engineering section in here, yeah? Nice little power cell off to the side. Let's go ahead and depressurize all of this. That way I don't end up blowing myself up, you know?
Air pressure level decreasing.
Ah, jeez, these new controls, man. I'm telling you, they're gonna take me a minute to get used to. What's that? Oh, furnace? Okay. I was hoping maybe it's like water I can drink. Interesting thruster and reactor, but no isolation console. I mean, grade 4, I guess it kind of makes sense, you know? I just don't know about this whole two-piece ship thing. It's a very interesting design. Alright, so the whole update as a whole, I mean, I really enjoy it. I'm glad that our tools actually have visible damage when they're starting to get low, but I'm not a huge fan of this new debt charge. I mean, just think about it for a second. I mean, does it really, what does it add as far as like what we already had to begin with? I mean, the cutter and the grapple tool, I mean, they worked really well together, and then nerfing and removing a part of that, and then just to add in another element, I'm not sure that really helps. Other than that, I'm really enjoying it. Definitely looking forward to seeing more updates in the future. Let me know what you guys think below, because I definitely want to hear your thoughts on it. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell, and I'll catch you guys next time.